Video we are going to learn how to plot an attractive graph in MATLAB. For that we are going to use a script file. So I have already opened the script file and now let's write the script for the plot command. So the script to plot a simple sinusoidal waveform, it's ready. Now let me explain the script briefly. Here I am defining a variable t and that will become our horizontal axis. It will start with 0, it will reach up to 2 pi or goes up to 2 pi and the step size will be 0.1. This is how you can represent some variables. It is one of the technique. Now the next thing is a, which is the function of sine, right, and that has been represented over here. And then finally I have written plot x comma y. Whatever axis you want to put on horizontal, it will come first and vertical axis will come next. So this is how you can plot a simple graph. I have put semicolon over here. The purpose of putting the semicolon over here is when you put semicolon at the end of any line, the output of this line will not be reflected in command section. So our command section will not get full with all the outputs which we do not want to see. So that is the purpose of this thing. So now we'll run the script and see. This is how we can get the simple sinusoidal waveform. Now we'll add some things to this and we'll make it more attractive and professional. So let's close this thing. Now I'm writing help plot. When you write help plot, this window gets open. Remember these three columns. The first column represents the color of your plot. Blue, green, red, whatever color from this section you can pick to plot your graph. This represents the marker. So if you want to add marker on your data point, you can choose any of this style to add your marker. And the last one represents the line, this style of the line. So in initial section, we are going to work on the style. So how we can use these things? Let me show you. First of all, let's change the color to red. And for that, we'll do this thing. So just in comma, add R. Run the thing and you can see our graph is red. But on every 0.1 step, see over here the step size is 0.1. So on every 0.1 we are having a one data point, right? So on that data point, if I want to add the marker, right, I can add marker of this different styles. For example, let me add a marker of triangle, right? So for that, I'll just add this mark of less than and run. See, instead of solid line, we have a triangle, right? On all the data points, we have the triangle. But what if I want line and marker both? So for that, for example, we want to have a solid line. So just have this dash. See, we have a line, all the markers, and this is how a graph looks like. Now there are varieties of line you can use, right? Let me try anything else. To show you anything else, right, what I will do, I'll just remove this marker so it looks appropriate and we'll use double dash. Double dash is for dashed line, right? So we'll run this thing and see, you can have this dashed line. So using these commands, right, so using this you can add your flavored color or your flavored style to your plot. Now there is still something interesting is coming, so please wait. Now what we'll do, we have used this marker. Just remember this plot, right? This was the plot. Just remember, we are going to change the size of this marker. Yes, we'll change the size of this marker, and for that we will write a command. So now we are going to change the size of the marker. Just run this thing. Can you observe any change in marker size? It's still not. We'll further reduce it, and maybe now you will be able to notice this thing. So using this command you can change the size of marker. The same thing you can apply with the lines width. Now let me show you that thing. Initially we are keeping it to 5, and see the width of the line, it's 5. Now let's just reduce it up to appropriate level. So now this looks a little bit appropriate. Now let's add grid to this graph, and for that you need to just simply write grid on. See, this is how you can add grid to the plot. Now in this section we are going to add name to the axis and title to the graph. So let's begin with that, and for that you need to write a simple command. Time and y as amplitude. Time and amplitude. Now we will give a title to this graph. Sine wave graph. Now if I want to change the size of these fonts, how can I change that? So let's do that thing. See, font size we have reduced it up to 8, so it looks a little bit smaller. So this size is enough for horizontal and vertical axis, but I want to increase the size of title. So let's do that thing. See, now suppose if I want to add legend to this graph, there is a simple command. This is how you can add legend to this plot. Now for example, if I want to add some additional text in this graph, let's see how we can do that thing. So let's add some text to this graph. So this is how we can add text. Now we have given the location is 1 and 0.5. For example, if I want to write theta 90 over here, then x-axis is 1 and y-axis is 0. So I'll update this thing and run. So this is how you can make your simple plot into attractive plot.